have to face in 2014 is we're going to have a more reduced number of new buyers in the marketplace. And this is dictated certainly from the economics and certainly the revenue stream that's going to be reduced versus the last 4 or 5 years. So, for instance, the customer who has the last couple of years bought a new combine or a new four-wheel drive, really 4 years ago, 5 years ago, was the producer who bought the used, first trade used. And we're going to get back to normalcy, I think. And so what we have to face the reality of is there's going to be a finite number of new producers, who buy new equipment.
I think a lot of the challenges we have are simply regulatory. Whether it's in the United States, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in China, whether it's around the rest of the world, there just seems to be a big challenge with government.
Skilled workforce. We as manufacturers talk a lot about the gaps in skilled workforce, being able to get welders, engineers, machinists who have the skills that they need for today's manufacturing.
Should be prepared for next. When we look out in the marketplace, what markets are going to be better this year, what markets might regress a little bit. And I think it's becoming more and more confusing.
GM's focus on their public policy initiatives are so important. But it's really bad public policy that affects the businesses and affects the businesses' ability to achieve their goals that keeps me up at night. I can control everything that happens within these four walls. I simply have to deal with what bad policies have, and that's been this year and next year and last year. I think it's going to be pretty much the same thing. It's going to be the toughest part of my job.
The challenge that we see going forward is just trying to forecast what the markets are going to be like. I mean, you want to be able to respond to your customers very quickly. At the same time, you want to do what's right for the shareholders' perspective with proper use of cash.
How do we take some of the trade barriers down, some of the obstacles in the global world, so that we have the opportunity to more easily get Vermeer equipment to our customers around the world?